Hey guys, it's Rachel. What's up? Welcome back. Hope you're all having a great day. And first of all, I just want to say thank you all so much for being patient with me as I've gotten kind of like back into the swing of things after getting back home from college. After like the first 3 days of getting back home from school, I kind of just passed out and I feel like I needed that time to just recharge and get some sleep, watch some Netflix, and just kind of get mentally prepared for the summer and for finishing up the cookbook manuscript too. And on that note, I also just turned in the cookbook manuscript like 2 days ago, which is really exciting. It's such a crazy experience to be working on a book for y'all now. Writing a cookbook has been my ultimate dream for the channel, and so I can't believe that it's really happening, and we're starting photography pretty soon at the end of this month. And overall, it's been such a crazy process. It's a ton of work to write a cookbook. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many cupcakes I've eaten in the past year, but I know it's all gonna be worth it. I put in so much work for you guys, and I hope you really love it when it comes out. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a little while, so grab like 30, I don't know how much it's gonna cost. Basically, stash some money somewhere and save it up for the cookbook because it's gonna be a really fun one, and I'm so excited for you guys to see. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on in my life. I got my butt kicked on my CS final. I genuinely thought I was gonna fail the class after I took the final, but actually it turned out okay. Came home, passed out, and then I jumped right back into things with finishing up the cookbook manuscript, which is also a lot of work. It's over 42,000 words, which I think is the longest thing I've ever written in my life. So I hope you guys all read the cookbook cover to cover because, I don't know, I had a lot of fun working on it. And now I am here. I'm back to work on some more videos for you guys, so look out for those. And speaking of cute desserts, today we are making a miniature unicorn cake along with a miniature narwhal cake. It seems like narwhals are the latest big trendy animal. I don't know who comes up with it, but I'm not complaining because I think narwhals are really cute. I also didn't realize that they were a real animal until pretty recently. I don't know why I'm admitting that. That's kind of embarrassing. But here we are. PSA, narwhals are a real animal. I think that they look a lot cuter as like kawaii animated animals. The real narwhal looks like it could probably kill you, but as a little kawaii cake, I'm a big fan of them, and I hope you guys enjoy them as well. But before we get started making our cakes, make sure you hit that subscribe button for lots more fun videos coming soon, and then hit that bell for notifications as well. That rhymes. Looks like I learned something in college. And now without further ado, let's get started. So to start off, in a large bowl, you'll need 1.5 cups of cake flour along with 1 cup of sugar. And I also wanted to show you guys, I just got this new set of measuring cups that look like unicorns, and they're super kawaii unicorns too. I think it's kind of a unique design. In love with them. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. But anyways, though, I'm also gonna add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder along with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Adding salt in your baked goods is so essential. It really brings out all the flavors. And just like when you're cooking, you gotta season things because you don't want like a bland cake or bland like kale chips or whatever the teens like to make now. So add in the salt and give that all a whisk. And now I'm gonna add in a 1/4 cup of room temperature butter that I've just chopped into cubes. And I know it seems a little weird to add the butter straight into the dry ingredients, but this is my favorite method for making cakes, and it's called the reverse cream method. This method gives you a really tender, moist crumb for your cake, so just trust me on this one, even if it seems a little unconventional for now. But just blend that with an electric mixer until you have a nice fine crumb, and then over in a separate bowl, just crack in 2 room temperature eggs, then add in a 1/4 cup of oil. You can do vegetable, canola, or something similar, and then add in a 1/2 cup of buttermilk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Give that all a whisk to combine, and then pour that right into your dry ingredients. Then grab yourself a rubber spatula and fold that all through. Ideally, you wouldn't have any little lumps of butter, and if you do end up with them, it's totally okay. You can see I ended up with them. It basically means your butter could have been a little more room temperature, but it's still gonna be okay. Once you have that all mixed through, you're gonna grab about 3 or 4 tablespoons of batter and then just scoop that into a separate bowl. And then we're gonna color these all the different colors that you would like for your cake. So I'm starting off with a nice hot pink, and I'm just mixing in all of the color there, and then I'll pour that into my greased cake mold. I got this one off of Amazon, and then I made a whole bunch more colors as you can see here, and that is looking great. So we're gonna pop that into a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes, just until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. And here are the little cutie cakes out of the oven. They're looking great. So now I'll go ahead and grab a knife and just level off the tops of the cakes. And then because we're making layer cakes, I'll just slice these in half and make sure to save the scraps. We're gonna use those to decorate the unicorn cake, and you're probably gonna have some extras too, so you could also eat those or make more layer cakes. Or both, I guess. Up to you. And now it's time to get to our filling and stacking. So I'll just pipe out a small amount of buttercream frosting. And the recipe for this is over on the blog post, by the way. But I'll just pipe out a little bit of frosting and then stack on my first layer of cake. Then I'll just pipe some more frosting on top, spread it nice and even, layer another layer of cake on top, do some more frosting, do a little more spreading, and then place on the last layer of cake. Then we're gonna go in for the crumb coat. So just a nice thin layer of frosting around the outside of the cake just to lock in those crumbs. Now just pop that into the fridge for about 15 minutes just while we work on our second cake. So once again, I'm just stacking up the layers, doing a little crumb coat with the blue frosting, and then pop that into the fridge as well. Then I'll just go in for the final layer of frosting. You want this one to be nice and smooth and even and neat, so just pipe on a generous amount of frosting, and then use your offset spatula just to scrape off any excess, and you should have a nice smooth finish. Then for the horn for both the unicorn and the narwhal, I'll just grab a golden Oreo, and I'm just gonna take the top layer of the cookie, then using a serrated knife, I'll just cut that into a little triangle wedge shape for the horns, and I'll stick that into the top of the cake. Now, assuming you haven't eaten all the cake scraps yet, we're gonna go ahead and grab some of those extra colors and stick those onto the cake, and this will give you a really nice fluffy mane. And then for the part that always gives me anxiety, we're gonna pipe on the eyelashes, but I think they turned out pretty nice. And then for some pink cheeks, I'll just add on some sprinkles. And now to finish off our narwhal cake, I'm gonna use that same horn technique for the horn. Then I'll grab a blue candy melt and just slice that in half with a serrated knife, and then stick that on the sides for the fins, or I almost said wings, but I don't think they can fly. I guess swimming is kind of like flying in the ocean. I don't know. That gives me a really weird mental picture of swimming. But anyways though, for his belly, we're gonna take some more white frosting and just pipe on a little semicircle on the front, and then spread that evenly with an offset spatula. And then for the face, I'll just grab some black decorating icing and pipe on a smile, along with 2 little dots for the eyes. Then I'll just stick on some confetti sprinkles on the sides just for the cheeks. And then to finish off the face, I'm gonna grab some little tiny white nonpareils and stick those in the upper corner of the eye. This is a pretty small detail, so you could skip it if you'd like to, and it would still be super cute. And then as the final touch, I'm just gonna add on a bow. To make this, I'll take 2 heart sprinkles and stick them end to end, and then place a confetti sprinkle in the center. And now our miniature unicorn and narwhal cakes are finished. I love the size of these, and of course that cake on the inside is delicious too. Even though they're really tiny cakes, they still have a ton of flavor. It's my absolute favorite vanilla cake recipe, and I know you're gonna love it if you try it out. I guess I don't know for sure. If you don't like vanilla cake, maybe you won't like it, but I don't know why you would bake it then. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. I had a lot of fun making these, and make sure you stay tuned for lots more videos coming. And now let's hop into the outro. Alright guys, our narwhal and unicorn cakes are finished now. These are looking so cute. Like I said, I love the size of these. It makes it feel like you could eat a whole cake by yourself, and you don't even have to feel guilty about it. I mean, I guess it's still a cake, but there's something satisfying about being able to say that you ate a whole cake by yourself. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for lots more fun videos coming your way. You can also hit that notification bell to make sure you get notified. You can follow me on social media at kawaiisweetweets, and I'll see you guys all back here very soon. Bye guys!